Salamat and I am BS Ed 1 or Bachelor of Secondary Education major in English. And I am doing this video to teach you to discuss rather about KenKen Puzzle. If you like Sudoku, there's a good chance you will love KenKen. And if you hate Sudoku, there's a good chance that you will love KenKen. Before we start, let us know first to the person who invented the KenKen Puzzle. The person behind that invention, which is the KenKen Puzzle, is Thisour Miyamoto. Thisour Miyamoto is a Japanese mathematics teacher, and he invented the KenKen Puzzle in the year of 2004. KenKen is an elegant and rich logic puzzle with a few easy-to-understand rules which helps explain why New York Times puzzle editor Will Shortz called it the most addictive puzzle since Sudoku. And now, let us know what are the rules of KenKen Puzzle. The rule number 1. Fill in each square cell in the puzzle with a number between 1 and the size of the grid. For example, in a 4x4 grid, use the numbers 1, 2, 3, and 4. And the second one, use each number exactly once in each row and each column. The third one, the numbers in each cage indicated by the heavy lines must combine in any order to produce the cage's target number using the indicated math operation. Numbers may be repeated within a cage as long as rule number 2 is not violated. And the last rule, no guessing is required. Each puzzle can be solved completely using only logical deduction. Harder puzzles require more complex deductions. And now, let me give you an example of 3x3 grid. Here is the two example given of 3x3 grid. That we can only use are. And now let us solve this. And now uunahin natin yung 7 plus. So mag-iisip tayo ng apat na number 3 na ang kalalabasan ay ang ating target number na 7. Dahil ang operation doon ay addition or plus, pag-a-add natin yung apat na number na dapat na maging sagot ay 7. So, dito sa 7 plus, pwede nating ilagay ang 1, 2, and 3. So, pag pinag-plus natin yan, 1 plus 2 equals 3 plus 3 equals 6. So, mag-iisip tayo ng pwede pang isa dito na numero or number. So, dahil 6 na sila, ang ilalagay natin dito ay 1. Yan. And pag pinag-plus na natin yung 1, 2, 3, and 1, ang magiging sagot niya na ay yung ating target number. And na-achieve natin yon. At yun ay ang 7. Dahil dito may 2 na at saka 1, automatically na ang ilalagay natin dito ay 3. Ito naman tayo mag-focus sa 8 plus. Dahil ang operation niya again is addition, mag-iisip naman tayo ng tatlong number. So dito, may given na tayo or meron na tayong 3. So mag-iisip naman tayo ng dalawa pang number na magiging ang sagot. Pag sinama ang 3 ay 8. So ang possible na number na pwede dito ay 3 and 2. Yan ang pwedeng naging sagot. Let's see if tama. 3 plus 2 equals 5 plus 3 is equals to 8. So, na-achieve natin yung target number na 8. Ito naman ang last. Ang 1 minus. Ito ang target number natin na 1. Mag-iisip tayo ng dalawang number na pwedeng pag-minusin na ang kakalabasan ay 1. So, dahil dito, Ang nawawala na lang dito sa column na to ay 2. So, ilagay na natin dito ang 2. And dito naman sa baba ay 1. Let's see nga kung tama. So, 2 and 1. Sabi dito, ang operation na ginamit ay ay minus. So, pagmaminusin natin. At ito na yung ating tamang sagot. And as you can see, wala namang naulit. At lahat ng column ay equal.
Target number.
And nasunod natin yung ating rules. And here is the second given of 3 by 3 grid. Ito ulit. Our target number are 4, 7, and 7. Natin tong 4. So mag-iisip tayo ng dalawa ulit number. The possible number are 1 and 3. Yan. Kahit magkabaliktad, okay lang. And so, let's see. 1 plus 3 is equals to 4. And dito naman ay 7 daw. Dito. Yan. And mag-iisip ulit tayo ng 4 na number naman. So, pwede natin dito ilagay ay 2. Dahil dito sa column, 2 na lang nawawala. 3, 1, and 1. So, tingnan natin kung ma-achieve natin yung ating target number na 7. 2 plus 3 is equals to 5. 1 plus 5 is equals to 6. And 1 plus 6 is equals to 7. And C, na-achieve natin yung ating target number na 7. Naman ulit, sa 7 plus ulit tayo. Sa 7 naman, dahil dito nawawala ay 2, insert na natin dito yung 2. And dito naman, tingnan natin yung column kung ano yung nawawala para maging, and isipin din natin kung tatama ba siya sa target number natin na 7. So, nawawala dito ay 3. Ang nawawala naman dito ay 2. And tingnan natin kung na-achieve natin yung target number natin. So, 2 plus 3 is equals to 5. And 5 plus 2 is equals to 7. And we can, as you can see naman, na-achieve natin yung ating target number na 7. Yung ating sagot. And as you can see, equal ulit siya, walang naulit. And yes, nakasunod pa rin tayo. As long as nasusunod natin yung rules ng KenKen Puzzle, tatama yung sagot natin. Now, let me give you an example of 4 by 4 grid. Each cage in a KenKen contains a target number and most contain an operator. If you see a single cell cage with just the number and no operator, it means that the value in that cell is the target number. Such single cell cages work like givens in Sudoku puzzles. You won't see this in every puzzle, but when you do see one, we should start there. In this puzzle, we can immediately place a 4 in the upper right cell. Whenever we place a number, this narrows down the possibilities for other cells, so we want to look for that. In this puzzle, we know that the 7 plus cage in the third column must contain 3 and 4, since that's the only possibility that adds to 7. Given the 4 that we just placed, combined with the rule that we must use each number exactly once in each row and each column, we can now tell which of the cage's cell contains a 3 and which contains a 4. We can now tell that the 2 empty cells in the third column contain 1 and 2, but we don't know the order. However, given that information, we can place a 2 in the lower right cell to make the cage's product before. Remember that a cage can repeat numbers in an irregularly shaped cage as long as no number is duplicated within a single row or column. In this puzzle, before we know the 2 values in the 7 plus cage, we didn't know if the 4 times cage contained the numbers 1, 1, and 4, or 1, 2, and 2. Now that we know about the 2, we can immediately finish the 4 times cage because we know that the second 2 must be in the third now. For more complex deductions, it can be useful to take notes in the puzzle, which you can do by using the right side of the on-screen keyboard, holding down the Shift key while typing a physical keyboard, or switching to pencil input with touch right. In the 2 plus cage in the upper left, there are only two possibilities, 1 and 2 or 2 and 4. The latter is excluded by the 3 and 4 already in the row. So we can deduce the two cells contain 1 and 2. Since knowing this doesn't let us place any additional numbers immediately, we can use notes to help us remember it for future use. Next, we can look at the 1 minus cage in the first column. Without knowing any constraints, that cells can contain 1 and 2 or 2 and 3 or 3 and 4. But our notes show us that the first column will already contain either a 1 or 2, which means the 1 minus cage cannot contain 1 and 2. This means it must have either 2 and 3 or 3 and 4. Whichever it is, it means that 1 minus cage will definitely contain a 3, and that means the bottom left cell cannot be a 3, which means it must be a 4. That also lets us place the 3 in the bottom row and then the 4 in the second row. Tells us how to place the 1 and the 4 above it. Now, we can place the 2 and then the 1 in the top row. Next, we finish up the first column and we can tell order because the third row already has a 2 in it. Finally, we wrap up the puzzle by placing the last two numbers in the fourth column. Note that this is just one way to solve this puzzle. Because this is an easy puzzle, there is more than one deductive path for solving with harder puzzles. This is not always the case. And that's it. Thank you for watching my video and sana may natutunan kayo about KenKen Puzzle. And KenKen Puzzle is not that hard but nakakalito. Basta hindi naman siya mahirap. Kaya naman. And as long as ginagawa yung guide, yung rules, or nasusunod yung rules ng KenKen Puzzle, tama ang magiging sagot nyo. And bye!